കഴിഞ്ഞ വീഡിയോ നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും കണ്ടു എന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. കഴിഞ്ഞ വീഡിയോയിൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിയത് SQL ഒരു ഓവർവ്യൂ ആയിരുന്നു. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് എന്താണ് DDL സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് എന്നാണ്. ഏതൊക്കെയാണ് DDL സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ്സ്? ഇത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ വീഡിയോയിലൂടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. എന്താണ് SQL സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് or SQL commands എന്താണ്? Commands are nothing but instructions. It can be used to communicate with the database. You can use commands for executing a specific task, functions, and queries of data, etc. SQL commands can be used to create a table, add data to tables, drop the table. You can modify the table, and you can set the permission for users. In the last class, we discussed about what are the different types of SQL commands. SQL consists of different types of commands like DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. In this picture shows different types of SQL commands. Today we are going to discuss about what is DDL. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. It actually consists of SQL commands that can be used to define the database schema. You know what is the schema? A schema is the overall structure of a database is called schema, or design of a database is simply design of a database is called schema. The DDL commands are used to define the schema, that means the structure of database objects in the database. All the command of DDLs are auto-committed, that means it permanently saves all the changes in the database. Some of the DDL commands are listed here: create, alter, drop, truncate, comment, backup. All these are examples of DDL commands. Okay, let's begin with the create statement. A create command is used to create a database, or can be a table, or you can use the create command to create a view. And there are a lot of use for the create command. We are going to discuss about how to create a database, how to create a table, etc. So let's check what is the syntax of a create database statement. As I told you, create database statement is used to create a new SQL database. The syntax is create database, database name. You can follow the convention. Here I have written all the keywords in capital letters and the database name in lowercase letters. If you want, you can follow this syntax. Once the database is created, you can check it in the list of databases using show databases, and this is SQL syntax. We are working with PostgreSQL. Let's check how to create a database in PostgreSQL. So here is an example: create database testDB. So we are going to create a database with the name testDB. So for that, go to the PG admin, then go to tools, then take the query tool. So I'm going to write a query here. So our example is create a database with name testDB. So the command is create, and you can give a database name. You can have any name. In our example, the name is testDB. After that, put the semicolon, then execute the query. It will take some time depending upon your system performance. Now the query is returned successfully. You can see the output here: create database. Then if you want to see the database in your server, just refresh your server. Then you can see the database. Here it is. testdb. This is our database. Okay, this is how you create a database in PostgreSQL or in any instance of SQL. If it is Postgre, MySQL, SQL Server, whatever flavor you're using. Okay, I hope you understand how to create a database. Now we are going to discuss about how to create a table in the database. So a table means it contains columns and rows. Every column should have a column name. Obviously table should have a name, and every column must be associated with a data type. So you have to define what is a column name, what is the data type associated with it, then what is the name of your table. These are the three things you have to do while creating a table in a database. The syntax is create table, table name, give a name, that's up to you, whatever name you can you want, you can give it to your table. Then after that, define the columns. Defining means first of all you have to define the name of the column, then the data type. Then after every column definition, put a comma, then write the next column definition. Then you can have any number of columns in a table. Then if you want to mention any constraints, you can give the constraints at column level or at table level. So we will discuss defining constraints at column level and table level in detail in another video. Okay, the column parameters specify the number of columns of the table. Then the data type parameter specifies the type of data the column can hold. Example, you can have varchar, integer, date, whatever type you want in your column, you can give that type in the column definition. Now let's do an example. I'm going to create a table called persons that contains 5 columns: person ID, last name, first name, address and city. So the command is like this. To create a table, you have to write the command create the table name. Here the table name is persons. Then next is column definition. That means it contains a column name, the data type and the constraint associated with that column. Here we are not going to discuss about constraints. We are going to define the column name and the type. The first column name is person ID. Name is of type varchar of 20, then comma, last name varchar of 30, comma, city. Next column name is city, type varchar, size 20, and this is the last column of your table. So now need to put the comma, then you have to close the bracket, then put a semicolon. After that you can execute the query. Yes, the query is returned successfully, and you can see the output create table. Then you have a message here, query returned successfully in 646 milliseconds. To view the newly created database, go to the database name. That is, our database name is testdb. Then expand that. Then under schemas, you can see tables here. Then expand that. You can see the person database. This is what we created just now. Then you have the column names, person ID, file, first name, last name, address, city, etc. Okay. Now you know how to create a table from scratch. But there are other way of creating a table. You can create a table from an existing table, either by copying all the columns to the new table or by copying selected columns to the new table. That means you have two different ways: copying all columns or selected. Syntax for creating a new table from an existing table is create table, then the new table name as select column 1, column 2, etc. from existing table name based on a condition. Otherwise, you can select all the columns using the select star command. Create table, new table name as select star from existing table name. The new table gets the same column definitions of the existing table. You can select either all the columns or you can specify the columns you wanted to be included in the new column, new table. And if you create a new table using an existing table, the new table will be filled with existing values from the old table. That means if you have some values in your old table, and if you select particular columns from the existing table and you created a new table, then your new table contains the values that corresponds to the column you selected. That means that value is already existed in your old table. Okay, now let's check how to create a table from an existing table. So I'm going to create a new table from an existing table. We have an existing table called persons. So I'm going to create a new table, say basic info from the persons table. The command is table, then the new table name, basic info. Then you have to specify the columns. Either you can select all the columns, you can select particular columns. Here I'm going to select all the columns. So write the command select star from the table name is persons. Then put the semicolon. You can execute the query. So we have an error here. We just missed a keyword. Create table basic info, then as. Now you can run your query. Then the query returned successfully. Let's check the table schema. You can see the table schema in your database list. Here it is, basic info. So that contains all the columns from the existing table. Now let's check how to create a new table from an existing table by selecting particular columns. For that, you can use the same command create table, give a some other table name, say new table as select. Instead of star, you can specify the table name. So I'm going to specify the table name, comma, f name, comma, l name from persons. Now you can execute the query. Query return success. For viewing the newly created table, you have to go to your database name, then select tables. Then you can see the new table here. The table name is new table. can expand that, and the columns are F name and L name as we mentioned here. Okay, this is how you create a table with selected columns from an existing table. In this video, we have learned about how to create a new database and how to create a new table, and also how to create a new table from an existing table by selecting all the columns or by selecting specific columns.